Hey, welcome to Beer Guys TV. You know, it's fall time. You know what that means.
Leaves turning.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Pumpkin.
Ha-ha! It's pumpkin chugging time here on Beer Guys TV.
If you're looking for serious, in-depth beer information, well, you're listening to the wrong show. But if you want fun and entertaining beer information, you've come to the right place. It's another Beer Guys TV podcast.
Well, welcome to Beer Guys TV. Greg Johnson, Shane Zeppelin here, and we are at the Satellite Studio in Darwin, Minnesota.
Yeah.
We haven't filmed here for a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So thanks for setting everything up and doing the magic that you do. This time,
bring the cameras and the tripods. And
yeah, well, you guys said you're up there tweaking and you're working on the audio. You know, he's too modest.
You got to get things just good enough.
Yeah, you got to get him just good enough. Perfection? Nah, that ain't happening.
No.
And that's what we do here on Beer Guys TV. We don't get overly technical. We don't get too crazy with this. We try to make it in layman's terms, give you our opinion, and hey, yours may vary.
And we make it fun.
And we try to make it fun. And we rate all of our beers and buy it, try it, or skip it. Tonight, because it is fall and it is that time of year, got to try a couple of pumpkin beers. We've done some of these in the past.
We have. It's been a while.
Yeah, we haven't done these two, I don't believe.
Oh, well, what are they?
I have one from Tin Whiskers Brewing out of St. Paul, Minnesota, right there.
Tin Whiskers. Well, let's see.
Yeah, there you go. And it should be interesting. I don't know do you know anything about Tin Whiskers Brewing?
I do not.
They're in St. Paul, and they're a bunch of kind of nerds, beer nerds, and Tin Whiskers refers to, I don't know if you're familiar with when you solder and you get those little strings that come off sometimes.
Yeah.
Those are called tin whiskers, and they can cause a short sometimes.
Yeah.
So Tin Whiskers Brewing. And these are a bunch of kind of engineering type guys, and they're into beer too. So
Sure.
it's kind of a neat thing. So all of their beers have kind of an electrical or engineering kind of sound to them. So,
What's this one?
This one is you're German. You tell me what it is.
Schottky Pumpkin.
Yeah, named after George. I think I have notes. I got a cheater note here. A German physicist, Walter H. What do you think it's Scotty? What do you think? Schottky?
I'm going to say...
Schottky?
Schottky.
We're going to go with Schottky.
Schottky.
Walter Schottky. He developed the... all right, I really got to break down and put these on too. I can't read my own writing. Passed away in 76 at the age of 90. So he, ripe old age, developed the theory of electron and ion emission phenomena, known today as the microwave. So...
Oh.
Yeah. So,
I use that once in a while.
Yeah?
Yeah, I make popcorn in there.
Oh. Well, fair enough. Yeah. So, anyway,
Okay.
that's a little bit of history of Tin Whiskers. So now you know it's got an electrical thing to it. In fact, this carving in the pumpkin, and Shane will show this here in a minute, is a shape of a diode.
Okay.
Yeah, carved into a pumpkin. So everything's got technical terminology or sound to it. So,
Focusing on that, there's the diode. See?
There you go. Yeah, you got it.
I think if I carved one of them and put the pumpkin out in front of my house, people are going to go, what?
Yeah, they probably think it's some satanic thing.
Yeah,
or
something sinister.
Knowing you,
They'd probably throw some holy water at the house.
and it would sizzle. And this one comes in at 6.6 on the ABV and 28.5 IBUs. You don't see them break it down to the halves too often, but
well, you're talking engineers, right?
Well, I thought the same thing. So leave it to the Tin Whiskers nerds to come up with that.
Oh yeah, you got to be precise.
Yeah, exactly. On the other hand, we go with a pretty popular brewery off the East Coast, Dogfish Head Brewing, out of is it Milton, Delaware, I believe it is, and I have a note somewhere on that. Yeah, Milton, Delaware. It's a brown ale with pumpkin meat in it.
Okay. It's Punkin Ale. P-U-N.
Yeah, it was started when they had the Punkin Chunkin Festival out east, and it was brewed for that right before the brewery opened back in '95, I believe it was. And a Punkin Chunkin, so they made a pumpkin ale to go with the Punkin Chunkin. That's why I said at the opening It's pumpkin chugging time.
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Pumpkin. Is that the Smashing Pumpkins on the label there, singing the band?
It's quite the rock and roll look to it.
Yeah.
It's also brewed with brown sugar and spices, as you might imagine, on a pumpkin
yeah.
ale. And this one comes in at 7% on the
Okay.
ABV, 28 IBUs, so very similar to the other one. They didn't break it down to the halves on this one. So.
Well, no, they're
But of
little,
course-
little loosey goosey.
Yeah, there you go.
Band members, how
Yeah,
they are.
that's how that goes. But of course, Dogfish Head has made all kinds of great beers over the years, and have gotten a lot of awards. Always kind of, in fact, there was the HBO series was on.
Oh, yeah.
was on them for a while.
Yep.
Now I think they merged with Sam Adams or Boston Brewing.
Okay.
So they could increase their distribution area.
Sure.
But, anyway, they're still doing their own thing, just a deal in the background. So a couple of beers. I thought we'd kind of compare a couple of pumpkin ones for this time of year. I mean, it's
Well,
And-
the fall, you got
yeah.
the weather's cooler,
Yeah.
leaves are changing,
and yeah, it's all those things. And you get
ham bacon in the oven,
and you got the
mashed potatoes.
You got the pumpkin lattes
got
everywhere, and the
pumpkin
pumpkin
lattes.
Yeah. Well, not me, but everywhere you go, it's like one of the options. Okay, I'm good.
I suppose pumpkin.
Yeah, but everybody-
pumpkin.
Everything.
It's in everything.
Yeah. Pumpkin candy.
But
and-
I like pumpkin pie and I like pumpkin bars.
No.
I do.
You do? Carol made some pumpkin muffins with
like that.
with pecans in it and stuff. Ooh, they're
I
yummy.
bet that'd be good.
It did very good. And,
Let's compare that with this beer.
we should.
So I think what we're gonna do is just taste them both and kind of see.
Yeah. Maybe just go with our
See-
favorite.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe go that route. Sometimes, one time we did this, we had 3 of them, and it's kind of
Oh,
hard
wow.
after your palate gets a little. So I just went with 2 this time around, and
Yeah, good choice.
and thought so. Oh, hey, thanks. Thank you. He's okay. So anyway, so we get to pumpkin chugging.
Let's do that.
Okay. I don't know if we're gonna do any chugging, but anyway, it sounds good. Anyway, here at the Satellite Studio in Darwin, where it's very fall-looking outside, the leaves are blowing around, and you can tell that weather's starting to cool
It's
off.
starting to cool off, and, and that is the perfect time of year for this kind of beer.
It is. Here, that ought to hold you.
There's
That'll shut you up for a while.
my. Oh, I don't have a little. That's only for that.
Well, I
The
thought,
coasters.
yeah, there's we got too many glasses. I run out of them, and they'll get thrown around here. And beer goes here,
Yeah.
or in this case, it should be right here. Beer goes here.
Are we gonna do a taste first and then?
Well, I don't know. What
Or
do you
the
think?
other one,
Should we do one, take a break, and come back for the second one? Maybe do that.
Well, yeah. Let's
Or-
do that.
Okay,
Let's do
that way we got time to kind of let our palate kind of. Anyway, this one is one from Tin Whiskers, the Schottky Pumpkin Ale, and we'll see. Sure smells like pumpkin bars.
It does. It's quite electrical.
Shocking. Oh boy. Drink enough of it and you
If I
get
had
zapped. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I know. See, now it just started.
I know. I started it. I started it.
Yeah.
If I had to put my eye on something, maybe it'd be this one.
That was a good one.
So don't be
Or-
negative.
or I'll diode trying.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. It's interesting. It leaves a little bit of a bitterness on the back end of it.
Yeah. There's a bit of a hop.
That must be where that extra half of an IBU comes from.
Yeah. If it wasn't for that half of IBU,
Yeah, it really
probably wouldn't have
Yeah,
it,
I wouldn't even notice it. But
No.
but yeah, it does have a little bit of a tinge on the backside.
it's full bodied.
Yeah, I was gonna say that kind of full bodied mouthfeel to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. It's very interesting. I kind of like it. It's
Yeah. Yeah,
it's got the pumpkin spice.
The pumpkin beers are kind of a tough one because, well, fruit beers in general can be difficult, but especially pumpkin because it's such a distinct flavor. And some people, I want nothing to do with it. And let's face it, most of the ones that we tried have been,
they're hit and miss.
yeah, they really are probably a few more miss than hit, but
Yeah.
when you get it right,
Some people really like them.
they do.
And then some people just don't care for them at all.
Yeah, they don't even want to try them. Yeah, so,
I enjoy trying a pumpkin beer in the fall.
yeah, me too.
I can't say that I can drink a lot of it, but it's fun to have a couple
Yeah.
options, and have it with your pumpkin pie, and
Yeah, there you go. Or maybe you got a pumpkin cigar to go with that.
I've not come across a pumpkin cigar.
There you go. It might
But
be on.
if you do,
Yeah.
pick it up.
All right. If Shane, it's like give it to Shane. He'll smoke anything. Well, within reason.
All right.
Well, you want to? We'll talk about it when we come back. Or
Yeah, we'll take a short
okay.
break. Let's pour the other one.
Okay.
We'll check that one out, and we'll maybe do a. I'm going to save some so I can kind of compare back and forth if I can.
Me too. All right.
There's a spice though that's kind of hanging, so I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
I'll have to have a few sips before I actually can.
Yeah. There you go.
Forth, so.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll do that.
We'll take a break. Be back with beer number 2 here on the Pumpkin Special on Beer Guys TV. Back soon.
We know that one serving just isn't enough, so there's more Beer Guys TV on tap and coming up.
Beer Guys TV brings you beer reviews and beer-related information in a fun and clean, entertaining way. Our website is a combination of beer articles, reviews, products, videos, and now podcasts too. And you can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Check those out. Please take a moment to visit our sponsors as well and tell them that you heard about them or saw them right here on Beer Guys TV. That will allow us to continue to bring you entertaining beer reviews and other fun stuff your way. And remember to enjoy your beer in moderation, never drink and drive, and always use a designated driver. That way you'll be around to enjoy more beer tomorrow. Hey, thanks for listening. And now, back to the show. And we are back, and on the Pumpkin Special here on Beer Guys TV. And thanks to the folks at 360 Win. Hey, play for free anytime. And you might find one of us on there playing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
We do. That was,
I
played
play
just,
some cards on there.
Yeah, I played a little baccarat the other night.
Did you?
I got on the money table. I didn't win it all, but I did win some money, and it was free.
I like
that.
playing the Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, and you're pretty good at that too.
I'm not bad.
Yeah, he ain't bad.
I ain't bad.
So anyway, yeah, check it out. It's absolutely free to play, and the money is real. So
yeah.
And just like the beer is real here on Beer Guys TV. Again, we rate our beers, buy it, try it, or skip it. But tonight we're just going to kind of, I think we'll just pick or do you think we'll give them a rating? You're the producer.
I don't know that we'll rate them because we don't.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't had a lot of pumpkin beers to rate them against.
Yeah, we like to keep them in the category that they're in.
Yeah, and it's so few and far between when I have them. Mm-hmm. So I guess it'd be hard to rate them.
Okay.
But I can give you some descriptions or how I think they come across.
I'll just recap real quick the beer here in the can, the Schottky Pumpkin Ale from Tin Whiskers Brewing out of St. Paul, Minnesota. And then we've got the Pumpkin Ale from Dogfish Head Brewing out of Milton, Delaware. And the Dogfish Head comes in at 7% ABV, 28 IBUs. And the Tin Whiskers Schottky Pumpkin Ale is 6.6%, 28.5 IBUs from the electrical nerds in St. Paul there. So, electrical engineers, I should say, they probably want to get it right,
Oh yeah.
Okay, so during the break, Shane poured up the brew. I got a little more aggressive pour on mine, but and we got a chance to taste it a little bit and kind of compare it to the Tin Whiskers offering.
This Dogfish Head one is definitely has a little bit thinner mouthfeel.
It does. I agree with that.
Not quite as it's more clear.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that, to me, the Dogfish Head has a little bit more spice to it. And it's a little bit sweeter. It might be that brown sugar that they're brewing with.
Yeah, I would say it's a little sweeter. I don't know if it's got more spice. It's got a different spice. Kind of almost like an allspice or a little more clove.
Yeah? And I know
Yeah.
you love clove.
In certain things.
Yeah.
Not so much in the beer. This one has a little bit more, to me, more nutmeg.
There you go. Yeah, I might go along with that. But this one has I think that back end kind of a hangy bitterness of some sort is stronger in the Tin Whiskers.
Yeah. This one, okay, so the Schottky, to me, tastes more like pumpkin pie.
Okay.
It's got more of a pumpkin flavor. than the Dogfish Head. Now the Dogfish Head's got the pumpkin flavor, but it's not as prominent, not as forward. You get the beer first,
Yeah.
and the pumpkin second.
I agree. Yep.
And in here you get the pumpkin first, and it stays with you.
Yeah.
And it's just always there.
Yeah. 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 It's definitely stronger on the pumpkin on that one, which is when you do them side by side like that. That's what really makes it interesting. You can go, okay, this one has this and that. Yeah. You got to like these style of beers, or be willing to at least give them a shot. And if you try them, let us know what you think. Just send us an email at beerguystv@gmail.com or on our Facebook page or our Twitter page at BeerGuys on Twitter, or find us on Facebook at BeerGuysTV. So check us out. Leave us a message what you think of, or if you've got a pumpkin beer that's your go-to. I know a couple of years back we tried one from Southern Tier Brewing.
Oh yeah, that was.
I think that was Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Now that was good.
That was really good.
That's probably been our favorite so far. We also tried one I think called, was it Black O-Lantern or something like that. Not so good.
Not so good.
Well, at least in our opinion. But it was a dark beer with pumpkin.
Right.
It was just really different. Some people obviously like it because they're still making it. So anyway, of the two, which way would you go if you were to purchase one of these?
They're both good.
Yeah, in their own right. Yep.
Yeah. I would go, if I'm going to have a pumpkin beer, I'm buying it for the pumpkin,
Yeah.
the forward pumpkin. So I prefer the Schottky.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are a nerd.
Schottky. Maybe it's the German in me.
Yeah,
But,
see, Zeppelin, imagine that.
right. I prefer that one. I like the nutmeg more than the clove.
Okay.
But this one's good too. It's a little thinner. This one here, both of them are going to be one and done for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's got that kind of a beer. It's
yeah,
kind of you
it's-
sit around and drink a bunch of those, and especially they're 6.5 or 6.6% and 7%. So they're not really designed to be sessionables. They're an interesting beer, and they probably have them on tap. They're probably even better, as with almost any beer.
Yeah, and it's one that you're just going to enjoy the beer itself. You're not going to pair that with maybe a pumpkin
Well, you could
bar or dessert.
you could pair that. I saw where they said that maybe on the Dogfish Head, maybe pair it with sharp cheddar cheese. I don't know about that. I guess I'd have to try it to find out.
I
but
guess
you could sample with
maybe.
certain. But I'm with you. I would it would go good with something that's got a little pumpkin in it already.
I think so, and that's just my opinion. And it's not going to be one you're going to have with a burger. In fact, it would throw the whole thing off.
Yeah, well, it probably would. Yep, yep.
Maybe I can see the sharp cheddar, maybe like with a walnut salad, like a Waldorf, like with the apples and walnuts.
Yeah.
That kind of a salad. This might be okay with that because it kind of a little bit of fruity in there, and of course the walnuts have that bitterness to them.
Yep.
And a little sweetness in there. Either one of these might go with that, but I don't know. For me, I prefer Schottky. I like the more the nutmeg flavor and the more pumpkin forward.
All right.
How about you?
I think I gravitate more towards the Dogfish Head.
Oh, okay.
And they're not too far apart, but I think for me the sweetness and that trailing bitterness for me is got a little bit of this has got a little bit more sweetness to it, and I do like clove, and I pick up on that. It's not overpowering on either one of them really, but for me I do like that little tinge of sweetness in there. The thinner beer forward taste of this one kind of appeals to me a little bit more. So, but you don't know unless you try. So that's why everybody's going to have a different take on these kind of things. So check it out, see what you think, and again, let us know at Beer Guys TV. But otherwise, either way, try. It's that time of year. Try something different. That's what makes it fun. Yeah. If you're always, hey, I always drink this. Do something different. Even if you go, hey, I tried it.
You find any Oktoberfests now this time of year?
Oh man, there's all kinds of those out there now.
Brown ales, of course, the pumpkin ales.
Yep, and we're moving into the dark beer season.
Yeah, that's coming up.
So we're looking forward to some of those seasonals. But anyway, give it a shot. Let us know what you think, and be willing to try something different. A little variety is good, right?
That's right.
That's right. So
Variety is a spice.
Ah.
Pumpkin spice.
Aha! Oh, good one. I'm proud of you. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Beer Guys TV. And for Shane Zeppelin, I'm Greg Johnson. And a pumpkin beers to ya.
Cheers to ya.
How about that, huh? Ooh, let's go pumpkin.
Beer Guys TV reminds you to drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and always use a DD. Be sure to expand your beer list by trying something different. Remember to check out BeerGuysTV.com and find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening to this Beer Guys TV podcast. Sponsor messages you hear on our podcast are paid endorsements unless otherwise stated. These messages help us bring Beer Guys TV to you. We encourage you to support our sponsors so that we may continue to provide quality entertainment and information. Our reviews are honest opinions. Your opinion and taste may vary. We encourage you to try beers and products for yourself and form your own opinions. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us what beer you like and send us your suggestions for us to review. You can contact us at beerguystv@gmail.com.